Sealing conduits in Class 1 Division 2 hazardous locations require specific materials and methods to prevent the propagation of flammable liquids, gases, or vapors. One approved method involves using a specialized sealant designed for this purpose. This sealant is typically installed after all wiring is complete within the conduit system. The primary function of the sealant is to fill the conduit and any connected equipment boxes, effectively creating a barrier that prevents the ingress of hazardous substances. These sealants are often two-part compounds that, when mixed, create a solid, non-porous material that blocks the passage of gases and liquids. Proper installation is crucial to ensure the integrity of the seal. The manufacturer's instructions should be followed meticulously, including preparing the conduit and boxes, mixing the sealant components correctly, and allowing sufficient curing time. Additionally, approved kits are available for sealing unused conduit openings, which can also contribute to preventing the entry of hazardous materials. These kits usually contain pre-measured sealant and instructions for creating a reliable seal. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides detailed requirements for sealing conduits in hazardous locations. It is essential to consult the NEC to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. Some key considerations include the type of hazardous location, the size and type of conduit, and the specific requirements for sealing fittings. The NEC outlines the distance requirements for seals from enclosures, boundaries, and other equipment. This is in accordance with NEC Section 501.15 regarding sealing and drainage. The proper selection and installation of conduit seals are critical for maintaining safety and preventing explosions or fires in hazardous locations. Failure to comply with the NEC and manufacturer's instructions can have serious consequences. When selecting a sealant, it's important to verify that it is specifically listed and approved for use in Class 1 Division 2 locations. The product should also be compatible with the conduit material and the types of hazardous substances that may be present. Consider factors such as temperature range, chemical resistance, and durability. The installation process typically involves the following steps. Firstly, ensure that the conduit system is properly installed and supported. Secondly, clean the interior of the conduit and boxes to remove any debris or contaminants. Thirdly, mix the sealant components according to the manufacturer's instructions. Fourthly, pour or inject the sealant into the conduit and boxes, filling all voids completely. Fifthly, allow the sealant to cure for the recommended time period. Sixthly, inspect the seal to ensure that it is free of cracks or voids. Regular inspections and maintenance are essential to ensure that the seals remain effective over time. Any signs of damage or deterioration should be addressed promptly to prevent potential hazards. Consider the expansion and contraction of conduit due to temperature changes, which could affect the integrity of the seal. For rigid metal conduit, RNC, the NEC addresses requirements based on expansion fittings and provides guidance for calculating thermal expansion. Be sure to consider the specific requirements for sealing around electrical equipment, such as junction boxes and enclosures. The NEC specifies the types of sealing fittings that are permitted and the methods for installing them correctly. Some applications may require the use of explosion-proof enclosures in addition to conduit seals. Explosion-proof enclosures are designed to contain any internal explosions, preventing them from igniting the surrounding atmosphere. When using explosion-proof enclosures, it's still important to seal the conduits entering and exiting the enclosure. This helps to prevent the migration of hazardous substances into the enclosure and ensures that the enclosure remains effective in containing any potential explosions. The NEC also addresses the use of intrinsically safe circuits in hazardous locations. Intrinsically safe circuits are designed to limit the amount of energy available, preventing them from causing ignition. While intrinsically safe circuits offer a high level of safety, it's still important to follow the NEC requirements for sealing conduits and using appropriate enclosures. When working in hazardous locations, it's essential to have a thorough understanding of the applicable regulations and industry best practices. Proper training and certification are highly recommended. Before commencing any work, conduct a thorough hazard assessment to identify potential risks and implement appropriate safety measures. This assessment should consider the types of hazardous substances present, the potential for ignition, and the presence of any other hazards. Ensure that all workers are properly trained and equipped with the necessary personal protective equipment, including flame-resistant clothing, safety glasses, and respiratory protection. Always follow lockout/tagout procedures to energize electrical equipment before working on it. This helps to prevent accidental electrocution or arc flash. When using power tools or equipment in hazardous locations, ensure that they are specifically rated for use in such environment. Explosion-proof tools and equipment are designed to prevent ignition of flammable substances. Maintain a clean and organized work area to minimize the risk of accidents. Remove any combustible materials from the vicinity of the work area. Have a fire extinguisher readily available in case of a fire. Regularly inspect and maintain all tools and equipment to ensure that they are in good working order. Report any unsafe conditions or hazards to the appropriate personnel immediately. Following these safety precautions can help to minimize the risk of accidents and injuries when working in hazardous locations. Remember, safety is the priority, and always prioritize safety when working in hazardous locations. Additional resources for sealing include manufacturers' data, third-party testing, and certification agencies. Ensure any sealant used is properly listed and certified. The AHA or authority having jurisdiction is the final decision maker on acceptance of any electrical installation. Adhere to their guidelines and instruction. This ensures a safe and compliant installation. Lastly, always consult with qualified professionals and adhere to all applicable codes and regulations when working in hazardous locations. Their expertise is crucial for ensuring a safe and compliant installation.